And ho, 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 Gorehounds. Welcome to another fantastic episode of the Gore More Podcast. I'm your not-so-mean Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D, bringing this shit show in. However, I don't bring this shit show in alone. For with me, as always, are my beloved horror brethren. Starting it off with that Dark Lord of Knowledge, that Chad Daddy, all the way down from that Chattahoochee, Mr. Chad Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
And we have the Duke of the Dead, Lord Screwbacaba, the Dean of the Deceased, Mr. Steve Vasquez.
What's up, motherfuckers?
Yeah, we are missing our beloved Meat Mountain today. Is he in the game yet, or is he still tailgating? I don't know, but he's having a good time. That's all that matters. He did send a video review though, so we got that. And of course, we also have our video review from our lovely doppelganger Kanga Banga. So we have those down the pipe. And well, fuck it, we're already here. So we're talking 2017's Better Watch Out, which today is December 11th, 2023, by the way. Mm-hmm. So we are second week into December. One more movie, and then it's Christmas time. So, yeah. But before we discuss the movie of today, we are going to talk about what we did in the past weekend. So, Mr. Vasquez, if you could...
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your Slice of Life!
Damn.
I am so jealous of that.
Bro, that was coming in clean and loud.
Like, not like a super famous rock star in the 80s, but one that had like a one hit, and then you saw like on VH1 way later on. I could have done that.
Like, we saw your pop-up video, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
See, that's something you should bring to your character for your wrestling character when he comes back after his injury. Like, he could just like his injury like changed his life, and now he's like a born again, like a rock star kind of thing.
So I have an idea for that, but it's like after I lose the title, so it's not anytime soon.
Okay.
Spoiler alert.
Word. All right. Well, Chad Daddy, you want to start us off? How was your weekend, homie?
No, it wasn't too bad. Just another normal week at work. They're kind of putting the crunch on us a little bit. Not that much. They want to get a bunch of mine cars out by the end of the year.
Okay.
So there's a little bit of a rush, and they're offering, they say it's unlimited overtime. The most we can do a day is at 12 hours, but according to, because that's the worst. That's the most we can do. So unlimited 12-hour days, like it's Monday, 6 days a week. Personally, I'm not the live to work kind of guy, so I'm still just doing my normal 40 hours a week, and fuck it, I'll get out what I get out.
Hell yeah, bro.
I mean, could I use the money? Yeah, sure, but you have to be careful though, because it's so easy to go over that threshold where you end up doing so much overtime, you bring home less money because it puts you in a higher tax bracket. So
there's a lot of people that don't think that happens, and I'm like, just look at your
check. It
check.
absolutely happens. Yeah,
just look at your check.
Yep.
Look at gross versus net, and you'll see what it means.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I got the option to do overtime, but I'd much rather be at home, relaxing on a Friday. I actually get a lot of stuff done around the house. We'll do this Friday. Steph's been kind of sick, and so it turns out that she has a upper respiratory infection that she had to go on antibiotics for. Harper was literally sick all last week. Like, she went to school. She was out Monday and Tuesday, went to school Wednesday. She was in school for about 20 minutes, and the school called and said she was throwing up everywhere. So So Steph texts me. I'm like, well, shit. I'm like, I could probably leave. I'm like, I only have like 4.5 hours of sick time built up so far, so I'll see what I can do. And I talked to my boss. He's like, yeah, you can even just use PTO time if you want. I'm like, okay. So I go over, log out of the computer, punch out and everything. I am literally just out the door on my way to the car, and she texts me. She's like, "Hold on, I'm gonna talk to Justin, our neighbor." She's like, "Well, he's gonna take me." I'm like, "God damn it, I was almost out." If he's because by the time I got
I still would have left.
I would have.
I should have. I said, if I came back in, punched back in, told my boss, and then my coworkers were like, "So, what would be the point of no return for you?" I said, "If I was in the car, I was out of here."
I was
not the
gonna say,
30
dude, like,
seconds.
You're a better man than me because if I already had that discussion with the boss and it was already laid out, fuck it.
I'm gone.
Yep, it's out.
I'm
out.
Yeah,
I don't care who's
I can roll over my PTO and it rebuilds in January. So literally in like 3 weeks, I'll have another 2 weeks of paid vacation.
Oh, word. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. That's,
oh, yeah.
So I'll try and roll that over. Sick time. It's so funny because we roll over PTO time,
but not sick time.
We roll over sick time, but we accumulate sick time so much more slowly, but you can roll over more sick time hours. Like you roll over, I think, 80 PTO hours and 120 sick time hours. It's really weird how they have it.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, so that happened. And then Friday we're sitting here, and if you remember, the kids bought themselves a VR set.
Mm-hmm.
So, Steph decided we're going to buy them Beat Saber because they were playing the demo.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
Great.
So she bought that, and like immediately after she bought it, she gets a phone call and doesn't recognize the number. She's like, it's probably just, the bank, because before we've bought something, we bought my son's trumpet. Or not trumpet, saxophone. And it immediately got flagged as our debit card was hacked and stolen because
yep.
the website that we also got my daughter's clarinet on it. But we still live at the old address, so it had the old address linked to the card. So that immediately flags it as stolen because she didn't update the address. So she thought that's what it was, and then she gets a voicemail, and it turns out that she entered a raffle at the local fire department a couple weeks ago, and we fucking won. We won a brand new Switch OLED.
Fuck yeah, dude.
We haven't set it up yet. We haven't had time, so we got that. Then Saturday, took the kids bowling, and Harper had a birthday party for one of her classmates to go to. It was this thing with it's like a bunch of bounce houses and stuff like that. It's not quite a trampoline park because it doesn't trampolines, but it's all a bunch of bounce houses and stuff like that. Steph was supposed to take her, but Steph felt like crap, so I ended up taking Harper. And we had a pretty cool time. Then Sunday, just a really lazy day, didn't do much. I've been doing some Star Wars Jedi Survivor, enjoying the hell out of that game, but I think I'm close to beating it already, so
nice.
Yeah. I'm going to finish that up, and yeah. Then I watched this movie that we'll be talking about. So, Scuba Steve, on to you, brother.
Well, let's see. Friday, I took Friday night off. I went to an investigation that the whole team was supposed to go on. We teamed up with a team out of San Antonio, Texas, called the Ghoul Gals, and we were doing a co-investigation of the Sixth Realm House, which we've been there before. So we talked it up, and we're like, hey, like this place has a lot of activity. Like it's a good place to investigate. So Mike calls us before we're going to leave, and he's like, hey guys, I'm not gonna be able to make it. They've all told me that I have to work this turnaround. He's like, it's $45 an hour, so I gotta work it. So we're like, okay, cool. Joe got the flu on Monday or Tuesday. His fever broke on Wednesday, so he was feeling better by Thursday, Friday. Then I am on the way to Victoria, which is about an hour and a half away from where I am, and I'm crossing over the harbor bridge that we have here in my city, and I just get this. I'm like, man, I don't really want to go. I should just turn around, go home, and just spend the day, spend the evening with Charlie and Mel. And as I'm thinking that, and I'm coming up to the exit, my phone rings, and it's Joe. And he says, hey, I'm not going to be able to make it. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean you're not going to be able to make it? He got home from picking up his niece from driver's ed. He parked in the front, walked inside, walked back out, turned his van on, and the tire pressure light was on. Mm-hmm. So he gets out and he looks, and the driver's side's good. Looks around the passenger side. The passenger side front tire was completely just done. So it was just TJ and myself, which TJ's like the rookie of the group. And I was like, man, like I felt obligated to go now because it was our investigation that we invited the girls to. So I just felt obligated to go. So we went. Some stuff happened. It wasn't really like a awesome investigation. We did catch some stuff. And then Saturday I came back, and it was a Dad and Charlie day because Mel had to work during the day. And then I just worked Saturday night. Actually, I'm lying. I had to work a double on Saturday.
Ooh.
So I did spend some time with Charlie. I spent a few hours with Charlie, and then Mel had to go to work. So yeah, it was a hectic night. I was so fucking tired. I hate working doubles at the bar, especially now that I can't drink, because I get so aggravated with people because not that they're having fun and I'm not, because I am having fun. I'm watching them and judging them. It's just not the same. I don't get to let scuba out.
Right. No, I get it.
And then there was a whole bunch of non-tipping motherfuckers, and I'm like, dude, you cannot come into the bar at 1:30 expecting to get on the karaoke list when there's people that have been here all fucking night. If you want to jump on, tip me some cash. I'll throw you on. But they didn't want to, so I said, sorry, I'm filled up. And yes, Brody was there in spirit, being an annoying cunt. Not to me, to the spirits. So, and then Sunday, what did I do Sunday? Yesterday. So we were supposed to go watch Godzilla -1. That was the plan. Mel and I had already had it planned out. We were going to go watch Godzilla -1. Didn't realize it was a 2-hour movie. So we planned Charlie a Christmas photo shoot. And so that was at 4:30. So we wouldn't have had time for her to watch the movie and then go to work. She had to be at work at 7. So we ended up canceling Charlie's photo shoot because we went Christmas shopping. And I'm proud to say, I think I am done Christmas shopping.
Hell yeah.
With the exception of my peeps from the bar who are all getting liquor bottles anyway. So
my question to you is, did you treat yourself? Because tomorrow is the last day that you can do that.
I did not treat myself because and Mel told me, she's like, go by yourself, like just go. And I'm like, it wasn't about going by myself.
He's talking about
That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking about the 2 in the box. Did you treat yourself to Christmas?
Big John, let me tell you something, sir.
Did you get 2?
I did not.
Oh, I got you're about to tell me. You're like, bitch, I got 2.
No. I did double think myself today. I'm like, do I need it?
No, of course not.
Like, it's not too late to back out. And I told Mel, no, I know, and I have the money, and I have been saving my tip money. I have a baby can that I just stuff all my cash tips in when I make them at the bar, and I had like $800 in there. So I went to go deposit it in the bank today, and my account's sitting well already, so I didn't need to deposit it. But it's Christmas time; I'm gonna want to buy more shit. So I was sitting there and I'm like, man, maybe I should back out. And then I'm thinking, maybe I should just buy another one. I should buy another one and then resell it when it comes out.
God, buddy's already doing that.
But I didn't, only because I get so angry when I see people doing that, because it's like, I understand you're trying to make a profit, and I understand, but if you're trying to buy something that you could have backed and you don't want to pay double the price, you should have fucking bought it when you had a chance. You know what I mean? And so I was like, you know what? I'm good with my one. I'm going to be able to utilize the PKE meter on my investigations anyways.
Now, here's my question. Did you watch the Adam Savage video of him breaking down?
I did.
See,
I did.
If anybody listening, whatever, if you were thinking about it and still have not, watch the Adam Savage video. And I love that they utilize this motherfucker for this shit too. But watch his video. Dude, my wife was trying to take a nap, and I'm watching it folding laundry, and she's just doing this with the pillow. And I'm like, I thought you were trying to sleep. She's like, this is really interesting. I'm like, fucking A, it is, dude. Bro.
So yeah, I'm excited for that. And granted, it's not coming in until next fall, so it's a super late Christmas gift for myself. But and so that's how I'm looking at it. I'm paying $150 for the trap,
150
and $150 for the PK meter, which, like I said, I'm going to be able to utilize on paranormal investigations anyways. And I'm super fucking stoked for that, because what fucking paranormal investigator didn't want to be a paranormal investigator because of the Ghostbusters?
And the arms actually work.
Move up and down.
The signal gets stronger.
Yep.
Fuck yeah, dude. I don't give a
and
shit.
I hope it makes the noise. I hope it makes the noise too. I don't know if it will, but that'd be fucking cool if it's beeping and then the closer you get to something, it's just beep,
so who's actually going to first mod it and actually put a legit taser in the fucker is what I want to know.
Yeah, because somebody's going to do it. Somebody's going to
be the German Ghostbusters. It's always the German Ghostbusters. What?
So we didn't go watch the movie, which is fine, and we just ended up hanging out together until she went to work, and now I'm here. And I did put this movie on last night. I fell asleep, so I had to finish it today. And now I know why I fell asleep. So, John, what did you do?
Let's see. What did I do? Friday, I didn't do much, man. Actually, I got my fucking got my old lady on, and I did some crafting. I went to the Dollars. I don't know what it was, dude, but you know what it was? I stopped at the Gallows, and Sherry had a very nice Christmas lantern. And I was like, "Ooh, I kind of want that." But then, like, y'all know me, dude. I like building stuff more than fucking buying stuff. So I'm just brain farting at my head and work, and I'm like, yo, man, they got them lanterns at the dollar store and shit, dude. I'm like, I bet I could fucking make one. So your boy went down to the Dollar Tree, dude, and bought a fucking like hamper, a fucking dollar or a broom rod, and fucking some other bullshit, and then some Christmas shit, and made a fucking nice little decor Christmas lantern for my fucking coming down to my basement. So I don't know. Every once in a while I get the itch for that shit. It's so weird.
I'm just not a Christmas decorator, man. Like
bro, it doesn't matter, man. You can just give me crafts. I'm down for it. For some reason.
No, I know. I love crafting shit. I love crafting shit, but it's been so hard because I want to decorate for Christmas, but then I go and I look and I'm like, I don't want to waste my money on this shit. Yeah, like, where am I going to put this shit? Like with my Halloween shit, it's cool because it serves its purpose inside the house as well. So,
I mean, I'm the same way for Christmas as I am Halloween, so I like it.
Yeah,
so
we have so many totes. We have so many totes of Christmas stuff. Most of it doesn't even get used.
Oh, you got that too? Yeah, we got a couple of those. We're like, what about these ornaments that we never use? Yeah, we'll just tuck those away in the back.
Speaking of ornaments, I still haven't been able to fucking mail y'all shit, but it's gonna get to y'all before Christmas. It'll get to y'all before Christmas.
Let's see, what else did I do? So Saturday we hit a new roller skating place. It was pretty good. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Avengers Assemble.
No, it was it's a new place called Skating Place. It's a little north of me, and they just opened up. If you check them out online, though, unfortunately, they got some bad reviews. Everybody's got some experiences, but there are some good reviews on there too. Fortunately, most of us like to focus on the negative. That's just how it is. So I almost didn't go based off of that bullshit, but we still went. And I actually had a really good time, man. It was, I haven't put my blades on in like at least 6 months. Fuck, dude. It's probably been 9 months, man. When the hell did Jen break her arm? Yeah, that was in fucking April. Like end of March, beginning of April. So it's been that long since I put my blades on. So the first 10 minutes were rough. My feet were sore. But no, it was a cool spot, man. They played a lot of good jams. It definitely gave me some old school roller skating place vibes where, like they did the hokey pokey and then they did some game, like they did like four corner and stuff like that. Now, if they did red light, green light, I would have been all on that shit. But every time they usually did games, I was like, all right, I'm going to get off the floor. And then they did some couple skates and shit like that. One spot that was cool was the party room has its own little like lookout window on the floor. And so like all these little kids were just like trying to get as many high fives as they could. So I was just like, everyone's just driving by. You're like, and then you just hear them all, yeah. And I was like, I bet that's how the truckers feel when like they get to honk a horn when some little kids, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, that's a good feeling.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. So then Sunday I didn't do much. Kiddo went to a birthday party and I just fucking chilled, cleans the house and did some gaming. And then I watched this movie. So yeah, I had a very chill weekend. Not much to get into. But I am ready to talk about this because, well, I don't really know how I feel about this movie. And I feel like discussing it might weed out how I feel one way or the other. So that would be 2017's Better Watch Out. Whose pick was this? Was this anybody's pick?
I think it's just a random one that Bobby found. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's a random one.
Well, I haven't done plot rundown in a while.
Yeah,
so
go read it.
All right.
I guess.
So October 7th, 2017 is when this film dropped. Plot rundown. When you think the suburbs, you think safety. But this holiday night, the suburbs are anything but safe. Ashley thought this babysitting job would be an easy night. But the night takes a turn when dangerous intruders break in and terrorize her and Luke, the 12-year-old she is watching. Ashley defends her charge to the best of her ability, only to discover that this is no normal home invasion. Directed by Chris Peckover, undocumented and Wolf Like Me. Written by Zach Kahn from Mad TV and Sketchy. And also Chris Peckover, undocumented and Wolf Like Me. Is that all he's done?
Kinda.
Okay. Fair enough. Produced by Brett Thornquist, Terminus, The Osiris Child, and Byron Hamble, Natural Selection, Scenic Route. What?
Yeah,
that's just the names. Okay. These I feel like these are some very like straight to streaming movie titles.
Yeah. Seems that way.
Just throwing that out there. Was that Sydney? Ooh, that's a Brody style. I don't know. Sydney Abney, Infinity and Terminus, and Paul Jensen, Scenic Route and Tone Deaf. Who wants to take the cast?
I'll be Bobby
already.
All right. Olivia DeJonge, The Sisterhood of Night, Elvis as Ashley, Levi Miller, Pan, A Wrinkle in Time as Luke Lerner, Ed Oxenbould, Paper Planes, Christmas Ransom as Garrett, Alex Mikic, Preacher, Secret City as Ricky. How the hell do you say that? Dacre Montgomery, Power Rangers, Stranger Things. Oh shit,
he's the Red Ranger, bro.
Yeah, fuck. No, well, from Stranger Things,
he's Billy.
Fucking Billy. I thought he looked familiar, but he did not look like Billy.
Look like Billy.
He's Jason,
Holy
bro.
shit. As
yeah, it was
Jeremy.
that too.
Oh, he was Jason too. Yeah. Patrick Warburton, Seinfeld, Family Guy as Robert Lerner. Virginia Madsen, Candyman, Highlander 2, The Quickening as Deandra Lerner. Body count, a shocking total of 3.
Womp,
womp.
Music. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Music by Brian Caccia. Terminus, The Osiris Child. Cinematography by Carl Robertson. Roadkill, Infini. Edited by Julie Ann DeRuvo. Undertow, Romper Stomper. Effects and makeup by Tim Rioch. Alien Covenant and The Invisible Man. Distributed by, he did some good stuff. Distributed by Well Go USA. Not this one.
Not in this fucking movie.
Runtime of 89 midgets. Rated R. Budget of $3 million. Grossed $188,756.
They probably wasted the budget on renting the house they filmed it in.
I think they wasted the budget on just getting Patrick Warburton and fucking what's-her-name for 5 seconds of film.
Yeah, that too.
Because those are the only names that... Okay, you know what? I can't say that because the main girl and Garrett, I've seen them in The Visit. So that's at least where I knew them from. But that's
I don't even know what The Visit is, so...
The Visit, it wasn't a bad movie. It was a found footage movie. And it's you might remember it's when they're going to visit their grandparents and all of a sudden they're not sure what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's not their grandpa. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I thought I thought they looked familiar, but I didn't know where the
So Garrett was the little brother who was like the rapper in it, who got fucking shit all in his face. And okay. So you know what? I'm not going to lie. The fact that it grossed that much kind of even surprises me.
Yeah. I don't think it got a big release either.
I can't imagine it did. Now, all right. We are in general discussion. So this was a movie I have never heard of before watching it this weekend. Either of you boys?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
But I did have it on my watch list on Tubi, so it was on my radar somewhat.
I mean, it's one of the top 3 ones right on Shudder listed underneath the Christmas ones, which I was like, wow, really? Like,
it's on Shudder?
It is. That's where I watched it.
Emily!
Oh, man. Hey, Emily.
What's up, Emily? Thank you for joining. Okay, so first thing I'm going to say that I hated in this movie, and I'm not going to completely shit on this movie all over, but this is just one stupid real fucking thing that annoyed the piss out of me, was why the fuck are the doorknobs all face height?
You really?
So
Actually,
I know why. But
I know
was
why.
Asking.
I know why, and Mr. DKB himself can easily explain why. It's because the movie was filmed in Australia, and that's how the doors in Australia are.
Nope, wrong. It was filmed in America. The set was built though by the Australian guys, and they look at the director's pissed about it. That's what I saw. He actually, that's like one of the biggest things that he bitches about the movie is like that they built the interior sets with fucking weird door style heights.
And despite the American setting, the sets were constructed with the 1.44 meter high door handles in an older Australian home, which American writer director Chris Peckover called a source of distraction. The film was shot in Sydney, Australia.
Okay, I apologize.
It was originally set to be in America, set to be filmed.
Okay, maybe that's.
Here's why I thought it was that high. I thought it was that high because we were gonna get some fucked up shit from the parents. Like the parents knew they were like. I was kind of hoping that the parents were setting her up to let their son get a taste. Like I thought maybe the parents were killers too, and so the doors were so high up because they were fucked, and they would like lock him in the room when he was little and wouldn't let him out. You know what I mean? That's why I thought that that's where my brain went.
It threw me off because it made me feel like I was watching some like Lord of the Rings shit where they do that fucking like
they're hobbits.
Yeah, where they make people look small. Yeah. So it's like,
yeah,
because it's like, I don't know, man. If you think about like height where we set shit with light switches and the handle, that's all like above her head in like the laundry room scene and everything. So I'm like, is she supposed to look like a little kid? Like, and Jen's like, I think all the doors are just really big. I'm like, no, I think they just have them fucking weirdly set up, man. Like, I don't know why you'd want to go up to fucking open the door, but that just seems like more work. I don't know.
That's them fucking Aussies, I'm telling you.
Right? Now, I will say this movie, it wasn't spoiled for me, but I feel like I figured it out really easy. And I feel like or maybe they just wanted you to figure it out really easy too. I don't know.
But if you watch the trailer tells a completely different movie. The trailers, yeah, if you watch the trailer, it sets it up as a straight up home invasion kind of movie.
Okay.
That is not what this is at all.
See, now I have not watched the trailer. I usually try not to because sometimes they show a little bit too much and you don't want to get spoiled too well.
Yeah, this was definite misdirection. And of course it was intentional.
Well, in that case, for that reason, I would say that's kind of cool. I almost just I just didn't like how early it happened.
It took too long for me.
Really?
I was fucking bored. I was so bored. I'm like, fucking do something. And then they get the fucking creepy phone call like on Scream. And then she even goes to the, how Sydney went outside and is like, what am I doing? And she's like, well, how many fingers am I holding up? I was bored with this fucking movie. This was probably, I'd rather watch fucking, and this is just my personal opinion, but I'd rather rewatch Amityville 3D than watch this bullshit ever again. I was not entertained with this movie. I hated everybody in this movie except for the parents because
I loved the parents.
That much.
Well, the parents are great.
I loved the parents.
But Patrick Warburton gave off real creeper fucking vibes when he was
he did.
Little
bit.
He's like, wow, you were caught.
That's why I thought it was going to be some kind of like, haha, son, it's your murder. You need to get your first kill in. Here you go.
Okay.
I thought
that would have been a much better movie.
Exactly. This was so fucking boring to me. And then
was it,
man?
Can I ask you another question though? Okay. You were literally, you just answered exactly what I was going to ask. Is it the kid? Because I feel I just can't deal with that weird preteen, like doofy dude attitude. Like he's just a little shit. And I'm like, no, man, that dude I'm just going to look at as a little shit the whole fucking time.
He wasn't just a little shit. He was an arrogant little shit.
Right. Yeah, because look at the gate. It's two boys and this, granted it's not a babysitter, it's a sister, and they're about the same age. I mean, Stephen Dorff was probably what?
Yeah,
10
or 12.
11. You know what I mean? So same preteen age, not nearly as annoying as this fucking kid. And it wasn't the fact that he was acting and he was supposed to be annoying, because even when I first fucking saw him on screen, I wanted to fucking kick him. Like his acting just irked me so fucking. Everybody's acting in this was fucking just crap to me. I'm like watching this, I'm like, I hate whoever picked this. Whoever picked this, I hate you so much. And it, like I said, had it gone where my brain was going with it,
right,
I was like, oh, this would have been interesting, because even up until he fucking, she figures out, oh, it's your friend, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, oh, okay, well, this is stupid. And then he hits her or knocks her out, however the fuck he knocked her out.
Slapped the taste out of her
He
mouth.
slapped
Down
her.
the stairs.
Slapped her down the fucking stairs. I'm like, okay, first of all, you're 12.
Somehow
you don't have that much fucking strength. Honey.
See, and
you
that's
don't have
the
that
other
much fucking
problem. And
strength.
like maybe that's a little like, I don't know, maybe because I mean I was my still size at 12. You know what I mean? So
but that kid was way smaller.
No, I know.
Scrawny.
The two guys that showed up,
dude, right? They should have been able. They should have been able to handle that motherfucker. No
granted,
problem.
he fucking did a sneak attack on them. Whatever, cool.
Yeah, but
there was no fucking way, none. Even if he would have put a rope around the neck, that shit was fucking ridiculous. It was a cool way to kill somebody, which I give props to that because that was a creative kill. Especially using because I'm like, oh well, how the fuck is he gonna lift him up? They better not show him like fucking pulling him up.
Yeah.
But then he's on the tractor, and I'm like, okay, cool. This kid's fucked in the head. He's clearly thought about this like all the way through. I did like that he tried to leave no fucking loose ends, but when he stabbed her in the neck, I told myself she's not dead.
Yeah,
I knew she wasn't dead. I knew she wasn't dead. It was not a surprise when they said somebody's alive. Didn't surprise me at all. I knew. I'm like, oh, I already fucking called it. You know? And I don't know. I was just so fucking bored watching this movie. Yep. Had I not been fucking bored at work and had nothing to do, I would have fucking turned it off and give y'all a half-ass review of what I saw.
You could tell that you could have figured out the twist easily when you see that when he obviously intentionally threw her phone in the fucking fish tank.
Yeah. I think it was even a little bit before that. It was like just the way he was trying to act with the champagne. I was like, oh, this is a whole fucking setup on his point, like right away. And I was just
okay. So the one plot point that I didn't get, and it went absolutely nowhere, was where did the fucking pizza come from?
I feel like he ordered it.
Okay, then why did he order it with mushrooms
and no?
Yeah, because he said no mushrooms.
Oh no, you know what? Garrett must have ordered it, and then Garrett probably did it just to be a dick. That would be my guess. Because he's the one who
Garrett left.
Yeah, but he was still calling them from outside. He's the one who called the house and everything. So he didn't leave though, because he was the one who was fucking with him outside, moving the.
It was just a weird ass plot point that didn't go anywhere. And so it was, and we're sitting there watching it, and Steph's like, "These are the worst burglars ever." And I'm sitting there watching him like, "It's a setup. The kid set this up, like guaranteed. That's why."
Yep. And you know what the problem is? Like, we've had fucked up kids in movies before that have been so much better.
Yeah.
And I think that's the where it's like this kid felt like he was trying to be like a young Patrick Bateman, and it just didn't hit. That was just stick to the rabbit hole on the door. Yeah, you're welcome.
No problem, Sean.
We got your back.
It is it was weird. But no, man, I don't know. Like, I was thinking the whole time, like, man, if I want to watch a movie with like a fucked up kid doing some shit, like I'd watch like The Good Son or something like that.
You know what I mean? And that is exactly what popped in my head.
Same.
Because I was sitting there watching it last night before I fell asleep, because I did fall asleep watching this movie.
We're getting the ultimate killer kid movie in a couple months when we watch The Omen, so it'll all be good.
Yeah,
fair.
My son's namesake.
There is a movie that from the 80s, I think, and it's about a killer kid. And I don't know, like I think his name is Curtis or something. I don't know the name of the movie, but like he's fucked, man. Like he kills one kid. You don't see him die, but they're playing hide and seek, and he locks him in a refrigerator in the fucking truck yard and just leaves him there. And it's like, fuck, dude.
I've seen that.
Yeah, like that. That's another fucking. There's another fucking killer kid. I'd have to look it up.
Let me Google killer kid movies real quick.
But and as I'm watching this, I'm like, okay, it's a babysitting movie. I'd rather watch The Sitter than this fucking trash. I still have not
watched The Sitter, but I need.
That's a fun fucking movie. It's so ridiculous, but it's a fun fucking flick. And I wish this would have. I just felt like this is not a horror movie to me.
No,
it's listed as a psychological horror. Yeah. But this is
I would never call this a horror movie. And I will argue,
and that's why it's
so like
crazy. I watched it on Shudder. That's what I like.
South Jersey Jason made a post that this was one of his favorite must put on Christmas movies.
First off, let me interject right there. Nothing about this movie made it a Christmas movie. Nothing.
No, it was just
one scene
Christmas.
with carolers, and that was it. You could have taken out all the Christmas decorations, whatever, and the movie would have been exactly the fucking same. This is not a Christmas movie. Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
You know what? I'll give you that argument for sure. Like, this is just Christmas aesthetic to say it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, like I said, okay, so I was in the movie addiction group, and somebody put, okay, this was so if we're making a Christmas movie list, what goes on there from family, comedy, horror, romance, and action. Okay, let me find where it was that
I'm agreeing with you though, Scoops. Like, I don't think I disliked it as much as you.
Yeah. So this guy said, you know, I'll give one of each: family, Christmas Story, or this Christmas comedy, Home Alone 1 and 2. Action, Die Hard, or Violent Night. Horror, Better Watch Out. And like, I wouldn't call Better Watch Out horror. And he's like, why wouldn't you? You see what's happening in the movie. I'm like, yeah, not horror to me. And I know a thing or two about horror. He's like, oh, it's most definitely a horror film. Everything about it screams horror. I'm like, no, this is not a horror movie.
It could be played, if it was played differently, it could be a way better horror movie. But this was about a really sad boy who felt that he could do anything to get a girl and it would work for him.
Yeah.
And those kind of people are just fucking annoying anyways. So
this is the comment that I comment, or the post that I commented on. I said, this is a movie that is almost impossible to talk about. It's so twisted and refreshing on so many levels. Just the premise of a home invasion is enough to make for a potentially good movie on its own, which is why it's basically an entire genre to itself. Adding I'm going to seduce my babysitter on top of it makes it unique and interesting. Everything that happens past that is unpredictable, awesome, and refreshing. Levi Miller and Ed Oxenbould, and especially Olivia DeJonge, are great in their roles. This is a great psychological horror movie that plays on several different aspects of life and human desires. It's well worth the watch. I give it 4 out of 5. And I put, we're reviewing it tonight on Gore, and I'd have to say I completely disagree. Then Dave Brown commented, the concept was pretty awesome. It wasn't in your face gore, and the filming could have been but the filming could have been darker, but in all, it held my interest. I was extremely bored the entire movie. It took a lot for me to not get distracted and pick up my phone. The acting was subpar, and the cutaway gore was irritating. I found all of the characters, including our final girl, to be extremely annoying, and I didn't care for if any of them died or not. The ending was obvious, and there really wasn't any shock value to it at all. I know some of the guys on my show may have enjoyed it, but it's a one and done for me. And then Brian said, I've watched it just about every year since the first time I discovered it. The ending was great. I said, negative, sir.
Okay, you know what, dude? And like, I know I could take a hit, and that's fine, because whatever, man. We've all brought shitty movies out of this podcast.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, we have.
Okay. This, and compared to the fucking shit show I made you guys watch a couple years ago, what the fuck was it?
Stan Helsing.
No, the Christmas movie with all the naked dudes chasing.
Oh God, Rare Exports. Oh, I fucking hate that movie.
I wasn't on that episode.
Would you rather watch that or this again?
I'd
rather watch Rare Exports.
Dude, I literally fell asleep watching Rare Exports, so I don't know.
Oh, that's fair. No, and that's why I asked though, because I know you guys hated that movie so much. Because like, dude, I don't know. The wife and I both felt the same way. We're just like, we got done with this movie, and I was just like, I don't want to say I hated it, but at the same time, like, I did not enjoy it at all.
Like I said, I would rather rewatch Amityville 3D than watch this movie ever again.
You know what? At least I could laugh at Amityville 3D.
Exactly. I can laugh at
I
that
didn't
movie.
find any of the stuff in this funny. Like, you guys know me, dude. I'm a stickler for fucking horror comedy. I didn't really find any of the funny stuff funny.
No, what was supposed to be funny?
And I was the fucking paint can kill. The paint can kill could have been funny, but it wasn't. It was stupid.
And what that person that said, like, oh, it kept him guessing. This movie literally laid itself out right from the fucking get-go. They talked about home. Yep. They did everything they talked about. They did. Mm-hmm. You knew Garrett was going to get killed off by him because he already freaked out once that he like wanted to do the truth or dare fucking shit. You know what I mean? Like, what? Or maybe I'm just taking this. Maybe we have seen too many fucking movies to where we could just read this shit right from the get-go, and it didn't seem like it was anything fresh or new or that good. I don't know.
I hated it.
Amityville is a monstrosity. I'll give him
it
that.
Is. but it's one of those ones where I feel like you could just laugh the fuck out of at least.
It is a monstrosity, Brody, but while it is a monstrosity, I can sit there and laugh and fucking talk shit to the screen and know that I'm watching a shitty movie.
Dude, you need a good laugh about Amityville 3. Just look at the fucking demon in the pool at the end, and it's nothing. You can tell it's just a fucking rubber mask. Like, they didn't even try to make that look real.
That I wasn't even going with that. I was just going with the floating orb down the hallway. That's what always my head goes to. For sure.
And the green fly. Why the fuck are we supposed to be afraid of a fly?
Green fly,
yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
No, but I don't know.
This movie is so bad. We're talking about a movie that was possibly worse.
Even worse.
As being better.
And that's the thing is, like, I feel like it was shot nice. You know what I mean?
It was shot well. It was shot well.
It looked
and
nice.
that's gonna reflect on my score a little bit too.
Correct. There was the one cool little camera, like, ooh, what was that? And it never did anything again.
You talk about when
she grabbed him
and they fell to the floor and the camera. Yeah, I love that shot.
That shit was cool as hell.
That's exactly. I was gonna mention that.
There is, like I said, there's a few little like nuggets through here I could definitely give a thumbs up to, or at least a pad. I mean,
Emily wants to know if it's worse than Blood and Honey. I haven't watched Blood and Honey.
I haven't watched Blood and Honey yet.
It's worse than Blood and Honey. I enjoyed Blood and Honey. I mean, I didn't enjoy Blood and Honey, but it was better than this crap.
Somebody enjoyed it because they're making a fucking sequel.
I don't know.
Fucking bro.
This is, I guess, on the cusp of horror, but it doesn't feel like horror to me. Maybe if we got a little bit more of like
gore,
right? Like we actually saw the paint can fuck that dude's face up, or we saw Garrett take the bullet. You know what I mean? Anything, dude. Like, yeah, we saw the hanging, but it's like, it's a hanging.
I hated when they said the paint can, like, oh, his head exploded, and then they show him later. Like, his head didn't explode. His head.
It looked like it just broke his jaw.
Yeah,
like it just like
smashed his face in. That's about the worst of it.
No, honestly, you know how you could have changed that scene? I was like, what if it misses and he hits Garrett? Like, that's how he took Garrett out. But you knew he was going to either way somehow. I don't know, man.
It is fucking awful, Emily. I will say that, but this is too.
I mean, we've watched a lot of bad Christmas horror movies, but this may take the cake for a low one for me.
I still don't even want to call it.
What was the one that we watched? What was the one that we watched last year that had Santa versus Krampus?
Oh, that was a Christmas Horror Story.
Christmas Horror Story.
I still haven't watched that one.
That was the one where it was where Santa wasn't Santa though, right?
Yeah, where at the end
he's
like fucking killing
everybody,
people in the
supermarket.
He had like
right?
Was it? I don't remember exactly where it was, but he had like a mental breakdown or some shit.
Yeah, yep, that's right. And then there was the Changeling one where they lost. That one was cool. I like that.
Yeah.
One. See, I don't mind anthology movies because if one sucks, another one might be decent enough to be like, okay, cool. You know what I mean?
Thank you, VHS.
Yeah, dude. I really got to get on them Shudder new VHSs, man. Those new 3.
How have we never watched a VHS movie on here?
Have we not?
I don't know.
I'll take one of mine off and put it on. I don't give a shit, dude.
I'll take one off and put the second one on.
That's the only one. I don't want to watch the third one. Third one's terrible.
Caca.
I never even finished it. It was so bad. I just turned that shit right off for a segment. I don't know. I mean, is there anything? Like I said, I feel like once you get the reveal, not a lot really happens after the fact. It's just kind of them fucking with her a little bit, but they're not really fucking with her. Like,
I would have liked more buildup with the break-in shit, and then
really
kind of throw a red herring.
Really
throw a red herring in there.
See, I thought after the twist of him setting this up, I thought there was going to be like real home invaders showing up.
Oh, I did for a moment almost wonder if that was going to happen, but I'm like, well, how the hell would that play out, dude?
Well, because you saw somebody, at the beginning when she's driving, you see that SUV kind of creep out.
But I think that was Red Ranger Jason.
Was that him?
Yeah, I think he was the.
No, because they said he lived. I don't think it was either. I think it was just a coincidence.
Oh, and that's even.
So it didn't go anywhere because Red Ranger Jason, I don't even think he drove an SUV, and they said he lived like a half an hour.
Because he was in a car when he was like, he was like decorating his face up and like he was doing.
I don't think they actually showed. I don't know if they showed.
He was like talking
kind of
himself up in the mirror and like doing that smile shit before he went. I mean, we're all guilty of that at some point. No, I don't know, man. I personally, like, all in all, I would not recommend this movie to anybody. Not me.
I don't know if I could or not. I mean,
I wouldn't. I just don't.
If you want to be bored out of your mind,
I mean, maybe somebody who really is like doesn't like squelchy horror, I'd be like, okay, maybe this one be for you. I didn't like it, but maybe it's for you.
I still don't call
this was horror. Like if you're watching Criminal Minds.
Yes,
they give you the criminal story for like an hour and a half or however long this fucking movie was. That's what this is.
That's a very good
shitty episode of Criminal Minds.
Yes, that's a very
and I love Criminal Minds.
So do I.
But this was shit.
I don't know. For the last movie, we saw people taped to a chair, which was that other Australian movie. What the hell was that? It was the prom date one.
Oh, the prom date one.
Yeah, the loved ones. I was thinking that too. This is like a shittier version of that.
Way shittier version, but it just made me want to watch that one again because how fucked that shit was.
And I didn't even like that. I didn't even like that movie that much, but
I didn't hate it. I enjoyed it for what it was. It was. Different.
I had fun. Yeah. It was. The kills were fun.
Yeah, and she was hot.
At least I was entertained, and she was hot.
Yeah, she was cute.
I'd have banged her.
Crazy hot. And we had black-haired Sonya Blade in it too. Yeah, Sean. I don't know, man. Maybe if you and the wife sat back, downed a bottle of wine, so you could at least just laugh at it. But I don't even know if you'd laugh at it, man. It's not that. It's just nothing funny. There's nothing.
This movie would make a good MST3K episode.
Yeah, because
but it's got to be old, either Joel or Mike.
Be like, oh, MST3K. Be like, look at this kid's dance moves. He is going to be on the next fuck. You know what I mean? Like, that's
that dance like, was so bizarre.
He just felt like a young Patrick Bateman, or like that's what he was trying to portray.
This kid put off strong in the closet gay vibes too. Oh yeah, Steph just came up, got him from the store. I'm guessing.
I mean, he clearly wasn't. He wanted his. He was being very.
But he was very effeminate.
He was very whiny. He was a whiny.
He was a little whiny.
He was a little bitch. That's a good way of calling him. He's a little bitch,
and that's why I couldn't also stand. Like, if he was at least a fun, like fucked up character, like we all enjoy, then it would have been something. But he wasn't. He was just a whiny little asshole that was the villain, and it's like, well, I can't even root for you, dude. You're not even fun. Like, fuck off. So yeah, I don't know, man. This just would not be. I would not recommend this. There's like at least 10 other Christmas horror movies that I would recommend well before this even popped in my head.
Yeah.
And you could.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
This made me want to watch Krampus just because that's so much better.
Yes.
I do love me some Krampus, man. I'm sad we never got. Are we getting a sequel or no? Kind of hope we did, but
I feel.
It wouldn't have to be with the same family. It would have to be almost like a whole different family.
It's just kind of annoying because the director has these good movies like this and Trick or Treat, and everybody wants to talk sequel. And he's like, oh, yeah, we'll do a sequel. And then nothing fucking happens.
Yeah, like I don't need a sequel to Trick or Treat. I mean, I would take one, but I don't need
it. As long as it's not really connected aside from the fact that it also has Sam.
Yeah, that's the only thing I would want.
Yeah.
Sam is the only connection piece in that, as it should be.
And then, yeah, exactly.
All right. So, yeah. I would say generally we all just didn't really care for this movie. Steve probably really. More so than the most.
I didn't flat out hate it like Steve did, but this is I can tell you right now, this is a one and done for me.
That's how I felt, dude. Because like I said, I'm like I didn't want to hate it because it's not like it was filmed bad or anything. It's just I didn't, like Steve said, didn't care about any of the characters. Didn't really give a shit about the story. Was kind of wondering when Putty was coming back.
I wanted more of the parents.
Like. If I'm gonna be honest, that's what I want. Right? Like, even if you gave me a snippet to whatever the fuck they were doing, just to have a funny little sidebar with them bantering at their party, that would have made it 1,000 times better.
Dude, just them coming home from the party and her telling him that they weren't gonna have sex. That made me laugh so hard.
Right? Like, just
And then when she asked, "You sure you haven't sucked a cock at one point in your life?"
Oh yeah, that shit was fucking funny. What did he say? I'm it's
I love
he didn't
it.
say metrosexual.
Yeah, he
What
did.
did he say?
Metrosexual.
Metrosexual. It's metrosexual.
Oh, fuck it. No, that should. No, you're right. Like if we had more of them, probably would have helped. Pace the movie a little
even just a quick scene of them just in the middle at that Christmas party or whatever, just them bantering back and forth. I would have loved that.
Right. Like Patrick Warburton like talks to some chick and like she makes some snide. You know what I mean? That's all it needs to fucking be, or something like that. Whatever.
Or she's sitting there just talking with a bunch of his guy co-workers and she comes over and just goes, or something like that.
Even better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even better. All right. Shall we hear from our beloved Mr. Ramone and see what?
Yeah, let's hear what he says.
Hear what the Meat Mountain has to say.
What's up, Gorehounds? It's your killing machine, Bobby Amone, here on the Gore More podcast. Just not in person tonight. I am at a football game, but I am here to talk about
Monday Night Football,
Out, the movie they were reviewing tonight. So I'm going to jump right off the bat. The character of Luke took me out of the movie a lot.
Yeah, he did.
There were definitely, I can't even count how many times where he just took me out of the movie.
I don't know if I
It's
can
not to say the actor did a bad job. I think there should have just been better convincing moments. I understand he's a 12-year-old kid, but for someone who was planning this out, it seems, for quite a while, you would think there'd be a little more concrete. We all know plans don't go accordingly all the time, but you would think there'd be something more solid to it. So he took me out of it a lot. Yep. But other than him, there's not too many other negative things I really have to say, although there could have been a lot better setup. But I do understand that these are kids that are doing all of this damage, so it's not necessarily something that's going to be perfect. And, but then again, we've also seen plenty of movies where the kids do pretty goddamn good. Home Alone, in reference, even though they're not killing. Kevin McAllister clearly can set up traps and make shit happen. Which brings me to my next point. The paint can reference, I absolutely love that. And I feel that even though this is not straight up horror, I think that was one that should have been shown on screen. But I love the fact that it's yellow paint and you see the blood dripping on it. It's like ketchup and mustard mixing together. I found it gross, and I found it so awesome. Good evening, Gorehouse.
What the what the fuck happened there?
I literally put the videos together how he sent them.
I didn't even get a complete review from him.
Hold on, let me skip.
Oh shit!
What the movie? I'd always seen the poster for it and just never got around to it.
Wait a minute. Did he send me?
What's up, Gorehounds?
He fucking did too. What the fuck, Bob?
Just separate videos.
All right. Wait a minute. So did he actually give us an end of a review here?
In this, he took me out a lot. Like I just couldn't believe him half the time. So
welcome to the show.
Did he give you the same thing twice?
The actor still did a good job, but
he did, dude. I think
he just took me out of the movie way too much. So I feel like that needs to be improved upon. And even though there is no sequel to this, it should be improved upon.
Just in case you didn't hear him the first time. Oh, fucking Bobby. Well, he's got to do something fucked up at least one every episode. So there you go. That was his fuck up this episode.
Okay, so what Bobby did was when he was recording his video, it only record him like 2 minutes. So he was supposed to record his video in like 2 parts, and then we were going to splice it together. So apparently he just sent the same video twice instead.
Well, he sent 3 snippets of video, and I thought how he sent it, it would have. I guess I should have fucking watched the video. I thought that's how they should have been put together. So I was like, okay, easy enough. You know what I mean?
Okay, so we don't know what Bobby's score is.
No. Fuck.
Let me message. Maybe he'll answer his phone. I'll message him right now.
Oh my god, dude. Because, like, I tried watching that first video that I gave him shit he sent us because he fucking sent us that Instagram vertical bullshit.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know if he had it in that or not, too, because he said it wasn't complete. I don't know.
I'll look right now.
Oh, God, that's so funny.
Oh, that's fucking great. All right. Well, I might as well upload the DKB. What the fuck?
Oh, Bobby.
Oh, that's great. All right. So, damn. Well, we know Bob. We can tell Bob didn't really
He didn't care for it much, so.
Yeah, so. Oh, man, that's fine. That's funny. All right, let me pull in fucking Brody and let's see what Mr. Doppelganger Kangabanga has to say about this one.
Howdy folks, it's your DKB back for another episode of Gore, and this week I'm here to talk to you about Better Watch Out. So the first time I'd seen this film, it was actually in the cinemas down this way. I was one of the lucky few to see it actually, because it wasn't really, shown in too many places around Australia at the time, even though it was filmed here. But essentially it was somewhat of a fun time. I was the only one in the cinema until an old couple rocked up, and I thought, this is going to be this is going to be fun. I reckon they're going to leave about halfway through the film, because my expectations going into it were thinking, like, this is going to be fucking full on violent, where it clearly wasn't. 3 fucking kills in this film. Yeah, not the best. Not really the best. I wanted them to go fucking ham with this. But it was just funny to hear the old couple whinge and bitch about the film, how much they didn't really like and appreciate it. And they were like, oh, if I had to grab that main character, that little shit, I would have flogged him with a fucking stick for days and shit. So yeah, that was probably more so entertaining to an extent. Yeah. But anyway, moving on. Yeah, so talking about the lead actor in this, Luke, the character of Luke, I really fucking hated him. I really wanted to reach through that screen and ground and pound his fucking face into the pavement until there's nothing left. Literally gutter stomp the fuck out of him. Fuck, I hated him. But yeah, that actor did an absolutely fucking fantastic job in this, playing this sociopath fucking little bitch. Fucking, just a spoiled silver spoon fucking fed little cunt. Anyway, enough of him, because I'm just going to ramble on about him and how much I want to kill him. So, moving on to the lead actress, she was absolutely fucking flawless in this film. I loved how she really took it upon herself to capture the realism of that character she was playing. And I think I'd read somewhere that she even gave the director notes of a backstory for her character. So you can definitely tell the actress was really putting in 110% for this film, and you can definitely see it on screen, which was absolutely fucking fantastic. Dacre Montgomery shows up in this, Billy from Stranger Things. I fucking love Dacre Montgomery as an actor. It's only a shame that we didn't really get to see more of him. We only get to see him talk to Luke, and then he gets killed. But yeah, characters in this, like I said, believable. That realism was absolutely great. And yeah, I hated the fuck out of Luke. Fuck him. So, 3 deaths we get in this film. Very lackluster. But I really love the Home Alone scene. The painting to the fucking head, and I'm also like that scene how they actually don't show it, it's left up to the viewer's imagination, but then we get that aftermath shot of the paint mixing in with that really thick red blood. I thought it was really effective, cool as fuck. The hanging scene, yeah, shit. I'm just gonna say it was fucking boring, dumb. But what really got me was the him shooting his best mate with a shotgun twice. That was a bit of a shock factor where he's pulls the trigger the second time, and I was actually really caught off by it. I was like, holy fuck, because like I said, the characters are believable to that extent where you actually believe that they're friends. So yeah, lackluster in death and gore, but anyway, that's what we got for this film. So I can really appreciate the writing and directing of the film, of the premise especially. How you got the first half of the film is like this, serial killer vibes and who's done it type thing, and then it flips that on its head and goes in a different direction. It's like, holy fuck, I didn't see that coming. Okay, so we're going down this road, cool beans, take me there. And then it takes me there, and then it just makes me hate Luke even more. And I'm like, I really can't stop talking about hating Luke. Like, I'm actually plotting shit in my head to kill Luke myself. And it'd be a lot more creative than the fucking lawnmower hanging scene, because I'll tell you what, Luke is a cunt, and if I ever met that actor in fucking real life, I'd be like, mate, come here for a second. If you're anything like Luke, that you are in real life, I'm going to kick your fucking teeth down your throat right goddamn now, okay? So yeah, all in all, I do feel like it's definitely one of them films that flew under the radar for its time. I do think it's good for a first viewing if you have not seen it. Going back and watching it again was a little bit tough for me personally because I could obviously see the shocks and twists coming. So yeah, but if you do go back and watch it a second time, you definitely pick up on little things that Luke was spreading out through the first act of the film. So yeah, Gore and Moore's score, I'll give it a 3.4.
Generous.
Anyway, this is DKB signing out. I'll look forward to hearing what you guys have to say about the film, and I'll catch you motherfuckers next week. Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
3.4.
Right on.
All right. I mean,
way higher than what I'm giving it.
In comparison to what, like, how you guys were talking about, like, different posts you saw and shit today, whatever. Really, a lot of people like this fucking movie, dude. I don't know, man. Just didn't ring my bell.
Same.
Yay.
And dude, I'm gonna be saying some of the same things when we talk about X. When we review that in March.
That's fine, Brody. It's no, because listen, man. We have all varied on different degrees of whether we've agreed or disagreed on certain films. It's all gone around full circle, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
Because you can't say that because you and I literally talked about the Guyver and then bought the fucking Blu-ray 5 minutes later because we were just talking about it so much. So, All right. So we got a 3.4 from Brody and we got nothing from Bob. Maybe we'll get something by the end of the show.
I messaged him. Okay, so I watched all three of his videos while Brody was talking. He did not send in a fucking score.
Of course he did.
He sent in 2 videos of intros and then one video of him giving his dislikes of the flick, and then it just cut the fuck off.
Director's cut. Director's cut.
That is so goddamn funny.
So I messaged him. I said, "What's your fucking score?"
Oh my god!
So we'll see if he messages back.
All right. If we were gonna get, all right, you know what? We never get to do this. What would you guys guess Bob's score is? He was kind of going in the negative.
I'm gonna give it a 3, a solid 3.
He'll get a 3.5. I think he would give it a 3.5.
You're probably not wrong, dude. You might give it a 3, like 3.2.
Oh, see, I was thinking of giving it a 3 because it did have decent production values. I did like.
I don't know. He was saying that the kid took him out of it a lot.
Yeah, so it's hard to tell, man.
So,
I mean, once we get past all our questions and shit, and it actually comes down to the score, like I'm still not really decided on where I'm at right now. You know what I mean? Like 3 still feels a little high for me.
I know, but we just loved Virginia Madsen and Patrick Warburton.
Right.
I could take a whole movie of those two bantering back and forth.
It looked fantastic. Like everything was shot great. The scenery was great and everything, but yeah, I don't know, man. All right. Well, Chad Daddy, what do you got for behind the scenes, homie?
Not much. I mean, we already talked about how it was set in America, but it was filmed in Sydney, Australia. In January or February of 2016, it was shot in Sydney. Originally set to be filmed in South Carolina for about $500,000, but the director was approached by Australian producer Brett Thornquist, who offered a $3 million budget to shoot the film in Australia after hearing that the director's mother was an Australian native.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's either make a shitty movie for $500,000 in America or an equally shitty movie in Australia, but you get more money.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Brody says Bob 2.8, maybe.
We should have. It should have been a huge clue that this movie was shot in Australia by that giant fucking spider.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? Thank you for bringing that up because that spider, I'm pretty sure, is the same exact spider that we saw in Arachnophobia that we were chasing around the town the whole fucking time.
I believe it is the same species. You know what? What got me was, it turns out, it was his pet spider, right? We find that out at the end. But
yeah, but wasn't there like 3 or 4 of them up in the attic? So did he have like a whole plethora?
I don't know. But then he's like he gets the spider off her in that one scene, and then he just sets it outside and like, you just killed that spider. You may as well just stepped on it.
Which was, to me, like, I was just like, yo, is this movie literally just going to reference Home Alone the whole fucking time, dude? That's what I think.
Bobby messaged back.
Did he?
Hey, he saw 3.5. It wasn't
on video? I called it! Yes! What? Yes! Called it! Told you, 3.5. I called it.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
I know my meat mountain.
Super generous.
That's hot.
Super fucking generous.
Brody's standing face to face with a huntsman right now. Yeah, buddy.
Is he doing that little dance like he did in Arachnophobia?
How big is it? The huntsman, not the meat mountain.
All
God!
So
hold on, Brody sent me a video of it.
So with the two boys' scores right now, we're up at 6.9.
Oh, that fucker is staring him down too.
That's awesome. All right. So yeah, man, I like you said with the behind the scenes though, I would definitely take the more money coming at me route for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
a nice house is a nice house. You can make everything else kind of work for that. If it wasn't for the fucking doorknobs, that was the only thing that threw you off. Everything else looked fine. Like, I don't think nothing else would make you question it. You know what I mean? But,
yeah, because everybody they did decent American accents, so
yeah, exactly. So, all right.
Okay, so the movie's set in a suburban street in a U.S. city that gets a reasonable amount of snow around Christmas. The city's not described, but it's not Pittsburgh, as the lead actor says she is moving there. However, the set of the movie was actually in Sydney, Australia, because 5 of the teen actors are Australian. Also, the movie was filmed in January 2016 at the height of a Southern Hemisphere summer. This meant that the production crew had to create enough fake snow so that the house looked like it was set in the middle of a northern U.S. winter.
Jeez. Imagine the fucking energy. Imagine the energy to run that machine.
What's that, Scoobs?
Yeah, what fell?
Did that pick up on?
Oh, yes. Yeah,
nothing. Something tapped on my desk.
Oh, it sounded like
nothing fell. No, there is nothing here. I felt the vibration and everything. There is nothing on my desk.
Hot.
It's the ghost of Oogie Spoogie.
Oogie Spoogie! Be gone, demon!
What's the fucking movie with Seth Rogen and like his crew? What the hell was that? This is the end? Yeah. All I can think of is what's his name scene where the demon fucking like takes him, and then he wakes up in the morning. He's like, listen, I don't know what happened last night, but
okay, continue on. Of the 7 key cast, only Patrick Warburton and Virginia Madsen are from the US. The rest are Australian actors.
Liars. You know what? They did it. They did it solid.
Okay, so you want to talk liars? You have no idea how pissed off when I saw an interview with the Weasley twins after they were done doing Harry Potter, and they're not fucking gingers.
And they're not even twins. They're not even related.
Yes, they are.
I swear to God, they said they weren't.
I thought it was the same kid playing.
No, they said they met at the audition. That's a joke. They're twins.
Are they?
I don't know.
I'm not that much of a Harry Potter nerd to where I know the.
Yes, they're twins. But I felt lied to when I found out they weren't gingers, and I'm like, well, acting.
Right.
Okay, so the movie was originally titled Safe Neighborhood.
Yeah, which is weird because when you look for it on
Roku, it comes up Safe Neighborhood.
Yeah, yep. I was like, what the fuck?
It should have stayed with the name Safe Neighborhood because
it's a very safe movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, they didn't even show him grabbing her boot. Well, I guess, with him being underage, they might not have wanted to.
And technically, we don't even know her age. Well, she has to be 18, right? She's going to college.
I thought they said she was 17.
17?
I want to say 17.
Okay, still gross, but... Well, thank you
because oh, thanks, Emily. Oh, gonna go watch the foosball, huh? Gonna go look for your meat mountain. I get it.
Right. That's right.
I get it. Football's more important. Yeah, thanks, Emily. Love you too. Yeah.
Stay spooky. All right.
In real life, Olivia de Jong and Levi Miller are only 4 years apart. They said they were 5 years apart, so it's not that much of a stretch.
No, not at all.
Selena Gomez was interested in playing the role of Ashley, but opted to focus on her music career and then upcoming revival tour. She probably made the right choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know what? Like I didn't think she was that bad, as like Steve said he did. Like she was fine for me.
Yeah.
And even the douchebag boyfriends, like they just felt like good douchebag boyfriends. Like, I don't know.
The boyfriend wasn't a douchebag though. Not even the least bit.
No. Like, I say douchebag in like the secondary one. Like more like the stereotype, the way he kind of was like dressed and like acted a little bit, but
yeah.
I still feel like that whole scene was weird because I feel like that kind of dude would have not listened to that kid. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a shit how good that kid is supposed to be, like a manipulator in this. Like that dude would have been like, "Yo, fuck off, little homie," and then just busted his ass way into the house.
Okay,
you know
so
what I mean? Like
ex-boyfriend, the way he looks like he's trying to be a rapper and pretends
yes.
to like rap, but actually listens to ska.
Hey, I like ska.
There's nothing wrong with that, but he definitely seems more of a poser.
He was giving me Vanilla Ice vibes.
See?
Oh, you fucker. Sorry.
Scoobs is getting like scared over there. What is happening?
Well, I heard a bang on the fucking door now, and I'm like, there's a fucking demon in my house. I'm about to die on camera. Let's go. And then I hear my fucking door open, and I look, and nobody's right there. And then the light turns on, and I'm about to shit myself on camera, and then Damien pokes his head over.
So it was a demon.
It was a demon. It was Damien.
Luke's dance with the baseball bat is an almost perfect mimic of Alex's dance from A Clockwork Orange.
Oh. You know, I hate to admit this, but that's one I've never actually watched.
Same.
I've never seen it either.
I don't even know enough about it to where, like, I don't even know what it would be about. I just, like, I know who's in it, obviously, but yeah, I don't know. Because that's always kind of in the weird horror circuit, isn't it? Like,
yeah, it is.
That, like, I don't know. Maybe it's one we can always go on the boat.
That might be because it's a Kubrick movie, and we all love The Shining.
Right, Brody. I'm sure you're listening, dude. I feel like you're probably the one who'd be able to chime in on this the best. But yeah, okay.
After the opening 2 minutes, the entire movie takes place inside or within a few meters of the learner home. There you go.
Clockwork. But would you consider it horror? That's what I want to know.
It's probably more horror than this fucking movie is.
Fair. I mean, I know, like, I don't know. Like I said, I know very little bit about it, and not enough to where I feel like it's even solid information. Anyways, what else we got, Chad Daddy?
The last bit I have here, in May of 2017, North American distribution rights to Better Watch Out were acquired by Wellgo USA, which released the film theatrically and through video on demand on October 6, 2017. The film was then released on DVD and Blu-ray on December 5th, 2017. Had a quick turnaround. That's, like I said, I didn't have much. That's all I got.
No, that's fine, man.
And frankly, I didn't care enough about the movie to do a deep dive on this because, is what it is.
It sucks because, like, I feel like, man, I don't know. If you just wrote Luke a little differently, or like changed his like if his personality changed a little bit to where he just wasn't such a whining little sniveling shitbag,
bitch.
But the problem is, little dude's a virgin, so you know what I mean. He's gonna have that mentality regardless. So, Brody said, "Oh, let me just pop that up." So this is all about Clockwork Orange here. Whoop. It's essentially based on the horrors of reality that has elements of extremely serious themes. Okay. I feel like it is one of those ones I definitely need to throw in the bank at some point for as many movies as we watch.
Probably.
Maybe not even our list, but just my personal, All right. Well, Chad Daddy, thank you for behind the scenes, or at least
my
what
pleasure.
You find. Man. You know what? With Bob giving it a 3.5, I'm kind of sad he wasn't here. I almost would have liked to hear him
justify that score.
Yeah, like rebuttal a little bit more on that. Especially with how heated he was with fucking Friday the 13th last fucking week, dude.
Dude, he took the reins and had a 5-minute rant.
Oh, fuck.
He fucking went hard on that shit. But I don't know, man. I still kind of laugh about it. Like when I was editing and I'm just listening to it, I'm just like, man, Bob really hates that fucking movie for some reason, too. I did not feel the hatred towards 09 as much as Bob.
Me neither. But
I don't think anybody did.
I didn't hate it, but it just didn't hold up as well as I remember.
It doesn't. It really doesn't. Which kind of makes me sad. I don't know, man.
Okay. I think what really kind of jaded us on is the fact that we watched every other Jason movie all throughout the year leading up to that. So, like, that was all still fresh in our minds.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's still just, there's something in that middle of it. Like, after you get that, because you got to get like a reintroduction, so it's like a whole new intro, and it's like I don't need to.
It's that whole CW aspect of it.
Yeah, it's like I don't need to do this part again. Like I already did this many a times. All right. So to the questions, boys. What format did we watch this on?
I watched it on Tubi because I didn't know it was on Shudder.
I watched it on Shudder.
Shudder.
Assholes. I should have come up as on Shudder though on fucking Roku, and it didn't.
Well, there was a deal on Amazon on Cyber Monday where you could get Shudder and AMC Plus for $2.99 for 3 months or some shit like that.
Titties.
So I got it.
Yeah, man. I looked it up, and that was the first thing that popped up on Google was it was on Shudder, and I was like, all right, cool, good enough. And yeah, if I went down right to their Christmas list, it was literally like the third movie on the fuck. It was ahead of Black Christmas. I was like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
No fucking way.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait. Were they listed in alphabetical order? That could be.
Ooh.
I don't know. I'd have to because I don't remember. I don't remember the other two movies that were like.
Yeah, I don't have my TV on, or I could just turn on Shudder myself and look.
But all right, douche of the film,
Luke.
That's an easy one.
I almost want to give a runner up though to the ex-boyfriend just because of the way he wore that fucking hat. I hate the flat billed hat with the sticker on it that had dollar signs all over it. That was very douchebaggy. But Luke is definitely the douchebag of the movie.
I do have a flat hat. I do have a flat brim hat with the sticker still on it because it was the one I had custom made for my Ghostbusters shit. But it's not a dollar bill. At least it's got the Ghostbusters. That was the only thing.
That's a little better. Not much.
And it's the only one that I have like that. Because usually I feel the same way. Usually mine get gross and dirty, so I don't care anyways. All right. Favorite kill out of the three?
I gotta go with shotgun blast to Garrett. Or should I say double tap to Garrett?
He did double tap him.
I'm gonna say the swing hanging just because it was probably the creative one out of the fucking kills.
You know what? I guess I'll go paint can because like Brody said, I at least like the blood mixing with the paint. I was like, all right, I got that gross oozy effect. All right. I mean, there's only three, so it's not like there's a lot to fucking choose from in this.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't even say her getting stabbed at the end because you don't see that either. So, whatever. Fucking, what the hell is that sound?
My kid fucking turned on the goddamn washer while I'm on a fucking podcast.
I thought it sounded like a washer or dryer.
I didn't know. I was like, I just hear like whoosh, 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 whoosh. I was like, what the fuck is that? Let's see. Where are we at, boys? All right, best scene.
Like I mentioned before, the parents, when she asked him if he hasn't sucked a cock once in his life.
Was that
the beginning or the end? That was
the beginning.
The beginning,
right? Yeah, I'll agree, 100%. Putty and hers definitely sold this movie for me. That's what made me most. I think that's what pissed me off even more is because I saw him listed on cast, and so I was already like, "Fuck yeah, dude, we're getting him." And
yeah, it's a cameo. It wasn't.
Yeah, no. They literally brought him in to use his name for 1 second to have some American actor. And then, all right. Okay, worst moment or scene.
You know what? The whole fucking rest of the movie without Patrick Warburton. Anything else with him in it was fine. The beginning was great. The end with him talking and the little bit of scene he was in was cool. But that whole in between those two, that's the fucking worst scene for me.
I won't go that far. I will say the little gay dance he did after he beat the boyfriend with the baseball bat.
You know what? It's not even the dance for me. It's how he knocked the boyfriend out with the baseball bat. That pissed me off because I'm like, that wouldn't have not. He hit him with like it was a pool
cue, yeah.
Like what the fuck? That wouldn't do. I don't know. This is just me, but that motherfucker would have definitely got a kick right in the fucking ribs, even with a shotgun looking at me. You know what I mean? Because more than likely,
I've been hit with a baseball bat.
More than likely,
full on hit.
Garrett's not.
So was my son.
Garrett's not going to shoot that gun. You know what I mean? Like, regardless of situation, even if you take one shot on that kid. But I don't know, man. Maybe that's why I hate this movie. It just pissed me off that these kids were able to actually get the upper hand the whole time. It's like, what? Get the fuck out.
Yeah, these scrawny little 12-year-olds? No.
Now, Granted, somebody could be like, well, Home Alone. It's like, yeah, but Home Alone is painted as a comedy, like off the bat. And like, to me, if you're making a horror comedy, even if there's some ridiculous stuff in it, usually the kills and everything are still grounded in nature. Like, you know what I mean? There's still just certain things that would be like physicality and stuff.
Very
like
good.
It's not like this kid threw on a Ghostface costume and all of a sudden he's 6'5" and can fucking like throw people around and shit. No, like we don't have that kind of magic.
You mean like how the one killer in Scream 6 was that?
Yeah,
one girl,
girl, but all of a sudden she's fucking jumping over couches and fucking sprinting after Courtney Cox's 6'5" boyfriend like nothing.
And we thought she was dead the whole time.
Ugh.
She was cute though.
I would not kick her out of the bed.
Although unmutes his mic just long enough to say that.
She kind of reminded me of the chick from Wedding Crashers a little bit.
Yeah,
like that. Yeah, I don't know.
It's something about redheads. I know who you mean.
She was also in Hot Rod and all that other good stuff. All right.
Isla Fisher.
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy. Opening scene, hook you in.
The opening scene was just her driving, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then like she almost hit the dog.
No, it was a cat.
It's
a black cat. Why did everybody just give her this nasty look though when she slammed on the brakes to avoid hitting a cat?
Because she ruined their Christmas caroling.
Yeah.
Well, if she would have hit the cat, it would have ruined it even worse. So
it did seem kind of like a weird intro. Like it was like trying to set her up to be a bad character or some bullshit. But it's like, nah, man, she didn't do anything wrong or bad this whole time. She was actually like genuinely like the dudes weren't really douchey. They were trying their moves, but they're still dudes. You know what I mean? Like you can't really knock them on fucking for that.
Right.
Especially like I liked the phone call banter between her and her boyfriend where like it kept going back. She's like, you know, I'm pissed at you. And then she's like, she's trying to play it off that she's still mad, but she's not. And you're like, yeah, we've all been there. You know, you're still in the good. All right. Most attractive character.
The mom.
Oh, really? Going mom?
I love Virginia Madsen. She's still looking fine.
She did look pretty good.
That one caroler.
Earmuffs or not earmuffs?
Earmuffs.
Earmuffs? Okay. I think I remember the one on the left, right?
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad. Didn't even think about those two, but yeah. Fair enough. Did the score set the mood?
It seemed kind of non-existent to me.
Say, was there score? I mean, there probably was, but it was very probably ambient. I bet.
It was nothing that stuck out because usually I'm fucking humming shit.
Yeah, we didn't get a good chase music or anything like that.
No. You know what the other problem is? Is like we also just watched You're Next not too long ago, which was a great home invasion movie. And so like I was kind of maybe hoping something along those lines. Maybe not story-wise, but just how that movie made you feel. Like,
okay, so
fuck, you know what I mean? Like,
okay, so we watched You're Next, and the main character was an Australian girl. This movie filmed in Australia. The fuck is going on in Australia?
Lots of home invasions.
I guess.
Yeah, baby.
Bunch of cuttings breaking in places.
All right. Best song? Any Christmas song? I don't know.
Yeah, there was one. I don't remember exactly which scene it was, but it was like a Ramones Christmas song. It sounded like the Ramones.
Okay, I'll take
it. It was close to the end. Oh, damn!
We can look that up in a second. Favorite character? Also, not many to choose from, but I'm gonna go with the parents.
Yeah,
as a combo.
That's a very good. Yeah,
cool.
I'll go with that.
Was it scary?
Not a bit. Not a bit.
Annoying as fuck, dude. I'm never gonna watch this again. Like this was an instant. Like once we got done, I was like, that is a one and done.
I could watch the scenes with the parents again, and that's it.
So you'd watch 5 minutes of the movie.
I'd YouTube that scene. Yes.
Fair.
See, because then, like, I feel like that's just more. You know what it is? Because like that's more in fitting to where we like with like Secret Santa. You know what I mean? where we just have like assholes, people being snipey to each other, and it's just a good old fucking time for everybody else.
Yeah, it was like that.
Like that's just what, yeah, man. That's just our vein. That's the family at the beginning of Santa's sleigh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just
I gotta watch that soon.
that is on the time of year, dude.
It is on sale right now on FanFlix.
Oh, really?
They have like Christmas movies on for like $4, and that's one of them. They
Oh.
also have Bad Moms and Bad Moms Christmas in the same sale.
You know,
like Bad Moms.
honestly,
Those movies are hilarious.
A good one I like to throw in there that not a lot of people think about is Harold and Kumar's Christmas. I always enjoy that.
Oh
one.
fuck, dude, that's a classic.
I have
That's
never
a
seen
classic
any
movie.
of those.
Harold and Kumar's Christmas, as well as was it Friday After Next?
It's funny.
Waffle Bot.
It's funny that you brought up Harold and Kumar, because I was gonna, bring this up on fucking in the nerd news about Doctor Who, because fucking Neil Patrick Harris was just in the latest Doctor Who special that dropped on, and he was fucking awesome.
Really? No shit.
Yeah. So I'll bring that up on nerd news.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I did see that.
NPH wouldn't do that. You said you've never seen the Harold and Kumar? Oh my god, bro! First of all, we don't get movies like that anymore. That is a certain with the times good stoner comedy that does not happen anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel Pineapple Express was like the last one, and then that there hasn't been anything else that I personally can think of after the fact. Because that
dude,
was like
I like stoner comedy. Dude, you're talking to one of the few people that actually legitimately love Dude, Where's My Car?
Yeah, dude, I fucking love that movie.
That's so funny.
Oh, okay. So back to this. Does it hold up today?
No.
It didn't hold up in 2017.
Here's the thing. Production-wise,
yeah. It had great production values.
It looks great. It's clean as fuck. It sounds, the audio's good.
Dude, I did not know that wasn't real snow,
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what they use for fake snow. Did they use like one of those fucking snow machines that they use at the ski lodges and shit?
Yeah. Which that takes a lot of fuel and shit to run those shit too, dude.
Maybe that's what they spent $2 of the $3 million on.
It's very possible. It's very possible.
They spent $3 million just on the snow machines.
Right. And then $1 million on each Patrick Warburton. And I don't know, man. It's just, does it hold up for me? No. I didn't like it. So.
Apparently it holds up for a lot of people because it seems to be very well liked. Just not by us.
To which I will say, kudos to you, man. I'm glad there are people out there that like this movie. Because you know what?
To each their own.
Yeah, whatever, dude. That's what makes the world go fucking round. That just asbestos machines? Maybe. At one point, yes. All right. How was the acting?
It was pretty good for the most part. Even though the kid was an annoying little shit. Hey, did you know they were Australian? Not really.
I did, but only because I kind of looked it up beforehand. But no, I thought they covered their accents very well. And I gotta say, man, the kid for being an annoying shit, if he was acting,
he really sold
to be an annoying shit. That fucker sold it because I hated him. I fucking hated him.
He did.
And that is a certain talent that an actor can have to where they play such a despicable person that you are just like, yo, fuck that bitch. What's her name from fucking Harry Potter?
Dolores. Yep. Dolores Umbridge. I knew where you were going with that.
Yeah. Perfect fucking example.
More hated than the main villain.
Yeah, because she's a fucking cunt, dude. She was more of a cunt because I think it's because she was so much of a cunt and she didn't need to be. Like, she was like, no, man, you're not main villain. Like, why are you being such a dick? Fuck off.
Dude, she was a cunt in her very first scene when she was at Harry Potter's hearing and just fuck. It, like, she was a cunt before she was even in Hogwarts.
That's one of them ones where you're just like, put on a fucking dress and a wig and just
Jesus.
Sorry if we get canned for that one. All right. Do we like the cinematography? You know what?
Actually, yes. I thought the cinematography was very, especially like that shot that we both mentioned, where she jumps on him and to land on the floor and the camera followed down. That was a really neat shot.
Yeah, it was just that nice, like everything flipped and felt weird, and I was like, "Oh, what's going on here?" And then nothing went on after that. I I knew.
Equal rights, equal fights.
Equal rights and lefts.
Oh, Jesus fuck.
Put on a dress and a wig. I'm still laughing at that comment.
All right. Did we like the premise? You know what? No.
No.
I didn't
Not
like
at
it
all.
because I figured it out way too early, and I was just like, eh.
The premise is all right, but the execution was garbage. It did give us a nice little twist. But like Scoop said, we've seen this done better on Criminal Minds episodes.
Mm-hmm.
I think, I feel like that it just, I don't know, for everybody that says it surprised them, I don't see it. I don't know. But like I said, maybe we've just seen too much shit. So, all right, was the climax satisfying? No.
I'm gonna say partially because I liked her going into the ambulance, looking up and giving him the middle finger.
But like,
that was pretty cool.
Did they actually want there to be a sequel with that mid-credit scene or no?
Okay, here's the thing that pissed me off. There was a potential for a great Halloween 2-esque sequel right there, and they didn't follow up on it.
I feel like that could be way cooler, of like this kid going around the hospital and then having to kill more people just to get to her. And like, but still trying to cover it up, but now he's not in a planned state, so now he's just like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how that would work, but it maybe could work. I don't know. Because like then you could have the point where like maybe like the mom could flip and she's gonna kill for the son or something. You know what I mean? Like,
oh god, I just had this funny thought. The kid going into the hospital and just has to start killing everybody. It just makes you think. You ever watch Futurama?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you see the one episode where they were doing like what if episodes, and it was where Leela, it's something about Leela where she was a little more impulsive, and then she just literally ends up killing everybody just to keep covering up the kills.
Yes.
It's kind of like that.
Just a never-ending fucking circle. All right, so recycle, rewind, remake, or reboot. I'm fucking throwing this bitch right in the trash.
Yeah,
right in the fucking trash.
I'm with you guys on this one.
And you know what? We don't really say that often, so it kind of feels nice to say it every once.
Yeah.
Nope, I'm throwing this bitch right out. All right, let's rate this bitch. Brody gave us a 3.4. Bob gave us a 3.5. Scoobs.
A 1.
Wow,
you did hate it.
Fair. Hey, you know what?
And I only gave it a 1 because I liked Patrick Warburton and I liked the creativity of the tractor kill. That's it. So I give that a 0.5 and a 0.5.
Wow. All right. Chad Daddy.
I think we'll go a little lower and go 2.8. I was originally going to give it a 3, 2.8, and that's still being more than fair because I thought it was shot very well. And I did like the parents. I didn't give a shit about the kid, but again, that could have just been really good acting on his part. So,
yeah, no, fair.
So I'll give it a 2.8.
All right, and let's see. I mean, I agree with some of the stuff you said, man, with the acting, like the kid probably sold it and shit like that. But ultimately, I did not enjoy this movie. I didn't really enjoy any solid part of this movie besides the parents, and it wasn't enough for me to like help alleviate the score. I'm giving it a 2 at best, just for at least production design because it was solid.
Fair enough.
So, and the parents obviously helped too. So 2 there, and let's divide that bitch by 5, which would give us a 2.5 for 2017's Better Watch Out. Which, you know what? That's right in the middle of our tier of 5.
Yeah,
and that seems very fitting for how we all feel versus how a few of the other reviews we read earlier feel. So. Feels very right. Okay, Chad Daddy, what do we cover next week, homie?
Okay, so next week, we're doing something that I don't think we've ever done before. We are reviewing a brand spanking new movie.
Yes, we are.
Just dropped on Shudder a couple weeks ago. We're going to watch It's a Wonderful Knife.
Yeah.
This looks like a fun movie.
This looks like a fun movie. It looks like a cheesy movie.
Yes.
It looks like a potentially cheap, cheesy movie. But it has Justin Long in it, so I feel like it's still. I'm going in with low bar, but I feel like my bar is slightly raised, even though I'm trying to push it down because I'm just like, well, Justin Long is a pretty good actor, and he always sells horror really well. and I like the
My
idea
favorite
of
role
it.
of his is in Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
What was he in Reboot? I've only seen Reboot
The
once.
fucking attorney.
I don't remember.
attorney.
I don't remember that part. I've only seen it one
Where
time.
he represents Jay and Silent Bob in the court, and then stands up and goes to the other side because now he's suing.
Oh,
them for
yes,
the use of
yes.
their name.
See, my favorite Justin Long scene is from Zach and Miri.
Oh yes, that one too.
He's like,
That's a good one too.
"You have I seen any of your films? I don't think so." Yeah, see, look at.
I forgot all about that part.
Both saying Gene and Brody are with me, dude.
Oh my god, I forgot all about that.
Ryan St. Randy.
Yeah.
Oh,
More
God,
like-
I was.
More like Randy takes Gary's cock and shit.
I forgot all about that movie. Now I'm going to have to
Bro,
rewatch that. Oh,
that is-
shit.
I like that movie, but that's one of the best scenes in that entire movie is just him in that intro, dude. And then Brandon Routh as his fucking boyfriend. Like, it's so fucking good.
I don't know, man. The Dutch rudder. That's
When he's explaining it, he's like, "All right," and then you grab my shit, dude, and then he's just fucking Jason Mewes standing there naked. What is it? What does he say when what's his name gets shit on after they're doing the anal scene? And he's
I
like,
haven't seen it in.
"Oh my
same.
god,
I
it's
can't
like
remember.
And he's like, "Well, this is a bunch of this is a sack of shit or something." He's like, "Dude, really?" or something like that. He's like covered in it or something. You sure you want to do the anal scene? Yeah, I've had diarrhea, but it's great for. Or no, what she say? She's constipated, but anal scenes are great. Oh, fucking hey! I'll take one coffee, black. Excuse me, we're talking here, white. I'm gonna have to watch this movie, dude. I haven't watched fucking Zach and Miri in so long.
Same.
Dude.
I've got to dig it out of the archive. It's all down in the basement.
But yeah, that is my favorite Justin Long like random snippet. Yes, dude, that shit just oh, fucking dick, dude. Oh, I have to watch that movie. All right, so
Oh, Gene says it's on Tubi. I don't have to get the
really?
DVD out.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. All right, is there anything dirty we fucking want to talk about, boys?
Well, I did mention that the disregarding what I'm seeing in the chat, they just had the three-part Doctor Who 60th anniversary episodes drop on Disney Plus the last few weekends. So I don't know if anybody out there is a Doctor Who fan besides me, in the chat or anything. I really enjoyed them. The latest one had Neil Patrick Harris as the bad guy, and he just absolutely shined. No, but so he plays like this character that's basically
Neil Patrick Harris.
No, think of like the Beyonder. You remember the Beyonder in the comics and the Secret Wars in the Spider-Man cartoon?
Kinda.
He's like this omnipotent being.
Okay.
That like affects reality. And like there's a scene where he just shows up and he just does this whole big dance number to spice up your life, and it's fucking awesome. It's so hilarious.
That's fucking funny.
But he was really great in it, and the way it ended, I don't want to give spoilers out because it just dropped.
I saw the ending on TikTok. I don't watch Doctor Who, but I did see that scene on TikTok, and I'm like, oh shit, interesting.
And I do like the new guy they got for the new Doctor too. So
yeah,
I think it's going to go in some really cool, exciting directions. Yeah, it's something definitely new that they haven't done before.
Nice. I tried giving Doctor Who a shot. It wasn't particularly my bag, so.
Okay, so which ones did you watch?
I couldn't even tell you. I remember like there was one that was like something like these are like the most like something that was supposed to be like the scariest episodes or something. I tried watching those. I was like, I don't know, man.
I started watching with like the old episodes because there's a Doctor Who channel on the Samsung Plus app. And all they show is fucking Doctor Who, but it's the super fucking old episode.
I swear everything has a Doctor Who channel because Pluto has a Doctor Who channel. Roku, one of their things, their live TV thing has a Doctor Who channel.
I mean,
baby.
It's Mel and the baby at McDonald's.
Ooh.
Is that for me?
Yeah, just a snack.
Oh,
thank you.
Oh, did she get you chicky nuggies?
She fucking got me chicken.
Hell yeah.
Keep her.
And that's why.
Wait, did you get the new sauces?
There's new sauces?
No, she just got me ketchup.
There's a spicy sweet jelly, and there's one called...
Gross.
I can't remember the name of it, but it's basically just a Thai sweet chili, and it's pretty good.
Ooh, that sounds good. Okay. Sweet. Was there anything else, nerdy boys?
If anybody's gonna jump on the 2 in the Box,
Yeah, one
you
day.
got till 11:59 tonight
Yes.
to get that shit. We passed. What are we at? 22,000
yeah.
right now. I think we're at 22,000 right now. Thanks to
Bro, so
Adam
now we're
Savage's
getting that.
video.
Now we're getting that extra fucking Stay Puft patch and shit, dude. The little mini puff.
The cog.
No. That was extra, but now they're throwing another mini puffed patch too.
No shit.
Yeah,
I thought that was already in one of the tiers.
was it? Maybe
Yeah.
I got because the cog one they showed on the video, but I thought that was coming with the 15,000 part.
No. The cog was at 20. The cog was only if we got to 20 or 18.
Because they said there was
20.
another potential, but they didn't want to say what it was.
Yeah, they didn't say what it was.
Yeah.
But they haven't announced anything. But the mini Stay Puft one, I want to say was
I thought it was
either
the mini puff one.
the second or the third tier.
See, I just wish I had the 300 bones to drop on one, but I just don't.
I will say, man, watching that Savage video and the fact that they're die cast fucking wheels to give it some style.
Yeah.
Bro, he gives it that roll. I'm not gonna lie, I had that little kid squeal inside me because I was just like,
Me too.
and then the wife,
I told Mel.
the wife's like, "Are you and Julie gonna be doing that in the basement?" I was like, "Fuck that! Me and my brother-in-law Brian are gonna be doing it in the fucking."
Oh, hi, Charlie.
Oh, the babies. Meh.
Hi, to your
Hi,
daughter.
Charlie.
She's right next to you.
Oh,
My God.
He's completely oblivious.
The baby.
So, speaking of Ghostbusters, what else was leaked today and revealed today?
Yeah, so the movie Standy coming in, and then with said movie Standy, a couple actual, dare I say, spoilers?
Possibly.
I did not see anything.
Okay, well, Slimer's on it, so that means Slimer's fucking back. The
Yeah,
Slimer's
buddy.
We're
back.
fucking back in New York.
Exactly.
So would you expect anything less?
And there's a new ghost on there that looks very similar to the ghost in the cartoon episode of RGB called Rock or Ragnarok, I believe it is.
Oh,
And which also deals with an ice episode. So yeah, never fucking know.
Interesting.
Could be an old Nordic god trying to bring about the new ice age. We'll see.
See, I hope that's the route they go. Bring us something completely new, you know?
I mean, I think that's what they set with the new trailer anyways, but I agree. Don't give me the fact that they're trying to go so RGB heavy with this makes me happy because it's like,
don't even mention Gozer. Don't even mention Vigo. We know they exist. We don't need to remind of them.
You know what? I wouldn't mind one little snippet of Vigo as long as they bring in the slime. Like I said, dude, I just want podcasts to like pick up the slime blower and accidentally host somebody and be like, whoops. And then
if we get any Vigo, I hope it's like in the Ghostbusters video game where he's just a painting in the fire hall.
And he just like,
to you.
He just talks shit to people in the fire hall. They're like, don't mind fucking V. But at the same time, they turned into the fettuccine at the end. So they should have the fettuccine, not Vigo. So,
but who's to say that painting was the only painting that had Vigo's essence in it?
This is true.
Well, there's many doors and many windows, right?
Fettuccine.
That's what we've dubbed it as, dude. It's the fettuccine.
The fettuccine.
Yeah. So yeah, Slimer's back, new ghost. The Standy looks cool, and my group is definitely like already on the hunt to try to get one after the movie is done.
And that Standy looks huge too,
dude. But that would be awesome for cons. That'd be fucking epic. So. And you know what, man? Ghost Corpse is definitely in the thing because our group actually just got today. Our president showed us, but we got a bunch of promotional posters, full size and mini size for the new Frozen Empire coming out.
Hell yeah.
You're so lucky.
Well, that's what it's. I mean, we don't try to really give them out within our own group. We actually try to use it for like what the intended purpose is to like give them out to other kids and like use them for events and stuff. Because it's always good, like raffle items for us, or just whatever. You know what I mean? So,
speaking of raffle items and
cool.
posters stuff, I've been trying my damnedest to get to my local AMC to give me their fucking Godzilla -1 poster, and I don't think they're going to budge.
No, can you just buy it,
Daddy? I will try. I will talk to the kid and see if he can get it from his work.
Hell yeah,
that'd be awesome.
No,
I'll see what he says.
Gene says G.I. Joe classified as making a Nemesis Enforcer figure. Interesting. Not really my personal bag, but that's still dope. I'm assuming that's through Hasbro as well.
Yes.
Good deal. So yeah, man, definitely get that two in the box trap if you're watching this now, and if you haven't done it, because
time's a ticking.
It's going to be one of those ones, man, where it's like if you know you missed it, you're going to be pissed that you did. But sometimes it just happens too. I get it. That being said, was there anything else nerdy? I don't. New Mortal Kombat season starts tomorrow, I think it is, or at least this week.
This week, new God of War DLC drops.
Really? Dude, did you see the reveal of that? That was so cool. So at the Video Game Awards on fucking Friday, and it's free. They dropped a reveal trailer for God of War Ragnarok DLC that is free, that comes out in a couple days, and that nobody fucking knew about.
That's awesome. Yep. That's awesome. I wonder, is it like a full story expansion? Like, what is it supposed to be?
I think it's more a game mode with some story.
Okay.
So it's probably going to be like what we got with Ghostbusters.
Oh, word.
Nice. I'm guessing, but I could
maybe like a waves kind of a thing, like a survival kind of.
I think that's what it's going to be.
I could see that.
They Video Game Awards did announce also there was a trailer for we're getting a new Crazy Taxi.
Oh, that was the one I was.
New Golden Axe.
Golden Axe, really?
Golden Axe, yeah.
Interesting.
And it looks fucking, and it's not overhead anymore.
Wait, we're talking.
Mm-hmm.
No, wait.
Old school Golden Axe.
Hold on.
Gauntlet was overhead.
Gauntlet was overhead. Golden Axe. Golden Axe was the one where they.
Golden Axe was a side scroller. No, that's Altered Beast.
No, that's Altered Beast.
Golden Axe was more like D&D, where you.
But there was 3 characters though, right? Like there was the Conan dude, the little barbarian,
There's a little dwarf, and
and then the big barbarian chick,
and a new Shinobi,
which
is still side scroller,
and a full new fucking Blade game.
Yeah,
I did not know about, and I'm completely excited about. Wait, why? Why?
Because I'm not going to get it.
Why?
Because it's fucking Bethesda.
Oh yeah.
Xbox and PC only.
Chad Daddy. Chad Daddy.
That's all right. I got Spider-Man. I'm getting Wolverine. You guys aren't getting either of those.
I mean, I am because I have PC, so whatever. But I'll just get them.
I have all systems, so I'm good.
No, it's fucking A, man. No, what else was there drop too? There was Jurassic Park Survival.
Yeah.
That game looked fucking cool. And that game was announced all the way back in like 2013 or some bullshit, dude. Like it's an old fucking game that came out of the roster that nobody thought was going to come back.
I love the callbacks to the original Jurassic Park movie where it shows the main character running and hiding in like the kitchen, and she trips over the fucking ladle that they used to distract the raptors.
Yep.
Oh, it was so cool.
My dumb
my ass would take place the next day, isn't it?
Something like that. Yeah.
I think it takes place the next day.
It must, because it shows the raptors coming out of the walk-in cooler.
Well, that she says like I was left on the island, so it must have been like right after that last departure. But man, I'm not gonna lie, even watching that trailer when she's in the kitchen, I'm like, bitch, turn your fucking light off. Turn your goddamn fucking light off. Like,
I love you.
I know it's not T-Rex, but man, that Dilophosaurus is still gonna fucking see that shit. But
no, so people wanted a new Dino Crisis. This is the next best thing.
Mm-hmm.
No, it looks solid. Also this week,
I want a new Turok.
Fuck yeah, I do, man. I really do. I also this week, if you're a Sea of Thieves fan, they finally implemented after 5 years the game's been out. Safer Seas. So what it is it's all just PvE. It's not PvP. So I love that game, but man, trying to play with my daughter is toxic as fuck, and it's impossible. Like you're never gonna get anything done. People are just gonna grief the fuck out of you. It's ridiculous. So they entered a new mode. It hampers quite a bit, but you can enjoy it at a much more peaceful, like your own leisurely pace. And sometimes that game, dude, it's just nice to just go out sailing and fucking throw a line out and do some fucking digital fishing, dude. Like,
hell yeah, I love doing that in games.
Yeah,
my favorite part of Black Flag was just being in the boat.
Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah, Gene. Best weapon in any first-person shooter, hands fucking down, even more than the BFG. Cerebral Bore was fucking dope. Shout out to Turok too. Speaking of new games, I let the family cave because they've been just like drooling over all the presents around the fucking tree. And they're like, I wish we could just open one. And I'm like, listen, I got one gift for the entire family. If there's going to be one gift you guys want to open, you can open that. And so that was a little Mario package with a bunch of stuff, but I got them all. I got a Mario Wonder. So we started playing that. And
Nice.
it's pretty fun. I got to say, New Elephant Power is kind of cool. Haven't got to really try out too much, but it's got full online play and shit. So if you guys get that, man, we can actually play that all on the fucking Switch and shit. So
I could play it on the Switch OLED.
Yeah, you can. So
I got a Switch Lite.
That's all. I got a Switch Lite and the normal old school Switch,
somewhere.
So.
I don't know where the fuck it is, but I got one.
Hey man, it's all good. Was there anything else, boys? Wait, what's today? The 11th? Oh, the 13th. Everybody hop on Ghostbusters because that's when everybody gets the sweet Christmas sweaters coming out.
Oh, hell yeah.
So
let's go.
Fuck yeah, dude. Ghostbuster Christmas sweaters. I saw a normal one, a Stay Puft one, a Slimer one. So fucking A, bro. I hope they deck out the firehouse this year and all like Christmas decor because they haven't done that yet. So
they'll do it for they've done it for freaking Halloween, but not for this.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I hope they do it. But
yeah, I remember last year we were also disappointed they didn't do it.
Well, it was a new game last year too, so I kind of understand.
But they still had a Halloween decorations last year.
Yeah, I know that might have been something. I don't know. Especially in this sense, it made sense this year too with the whole like Sam Hain and all that other stuff. So big. Woohoo. Anything else, boys, or should we good there?
All right, good.
So remember, next week we're going to watch It's a Wonderful Knife. I highly suggest you watch it as well. We've never seen it. Brand new movie. So hopefully you all enjoy it as much. We'll see if we do. And join us again next week and we'll fucking all discuss.
Yeah, buddy.
Scuba, you want to start us off, homie?
Ladies and gentlemen, as always, I'm your host with the Ghost, the Prince of the Paranormal, the Duke of the Dead, the Dean of the Deceased, the Ghost Daddy himself, Lord Scuba Cabra, saying we'll see you next Monday, baby.
Mm-hmm. This is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, your Chad Daddy, way down yonder in the Chattahoochee, saying join us next week for It's a Wonderful Knife. Or, as my friend Shanice would say, that's fucking knife.
And I'm your Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D, saying thank you once again, Gorehounds, for joining us. No, Joe isn't in the back. No, it's right next to me. Here it is. But join us next week for It's a Wonderful Knife. Put on your Christmas sweaters, get the hot cocoa ready, and we'll see you next Monday. Other than that, thank you for joining us, and stay fresh cheese bags.